My art pop could mean anything, and it means goldfish flying out of that woman's hoo-ha.
That is art pop.
Let's go.
Have you ever been collecting that coin in a mobile game, but wish you can collect that coin in real life? Well, now you can with Free Cash. Free Cash is an online platform where you can earn money by simply playing mobile games, completing surveys, and more. I'm a person of a certain vintage and love a good game of solitaire. So I downloaded Solitaire Clash Infinite, which was offering 14 cents every time you open the app and played a game. I enabled the app tracking so I can earn the rewards, and after just one round, I already earned 81 cents. It's literally just playing the games on your phone, which I already find myself doing. In the backseat of an Uber, stuck at the airport, or just waiting in line at the coffee shop, I'm earning money. You can even earn money while listening to this episode in the background. It's like the opposite of doom scrolling. Hope scrolling? And you don't just have to take my word for it because they currently have a 4.8 star rating on Trustpilot. So if you want to start earning today, you can sign up for free by going to the link below or by scanning the QR code. And right now, users get a $5 bonus just for signing up. Nowadays, it seems like every mobile game tries to hit us with microtransactions, even the basic card game apps that I like to play. So it's genuinely really cool the fact that I can just kill time as usual, except I'm the one getting paid. I'll check back in a few days and see how much I've earned, but you should try it too by going to the link below or by scanning the QR code. That link can also be found in the video description or the pinned comment. And now, onto the video. Hi guys, welcome back to Give It To Me Straight, a subversive talk show, like shaving your facial hair off and painting it back on. I'm your host, Maddy Morphosis, and joining me on the show today is Emmy award-winning makeup artist from We're Here and contestant on season 8 of RuPaul's Drag Race, Laila McQueen.
Hi.
Hello, welcome.
Vintage, single digit.
What does that? What do you mean? Oh, season 8. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're one of the old timers.
Okay, but honestly now, it's been 10 years. We were the last season on Logo.
You were, weren't you?
We were.
Yeah. Mine was on VH1.
Were you the first season on Paramount? I cannot keep track.
We were supposed to be on MTV, but that's fine. It's whatever.
Whatever. Did you still get your $400 a day that you were there? I said a day. It was not a day. It was per episode.
Yeah, not quite as much as RuPaul, but you know, it's...
No, I don't have my apartment unfortunately doesn't have a hill with a giant cage to sit in the sun.
Yeah. Wait, what?
Did you see her home tour when she did that?
I remember like she had like the room that was like full of like 37 disco balls.
Love that.
I don't remember a cage.
But she has like there's like a hill above her pool that has this giant like empty, like it's like a big porch deck with like this weird ornate like cage looking thing over it. Maybe I'm making this up, something about yoga, but I was like, it's just a platform and a cage on a hill. Do you know if she still, maybe she doesn't, but do you remember back in the day where there was that rumor that she had a condo in Hollywood that was just her closet?
Oh, I don't know, probably.
I don't know if it was before this, because now like this mansion is like so many different rooms, but they kicked down like all the walls in them, so it's just a drag closet, and then like it's probably like a X bedroom, but each bedroom got kicked down and it's like a... Why am I so obsessed with RuPaul's home? Anyways, I heard a rumor that back in the day, there was a rumor that she had a condo in Hollywood that was literally just all of her clothes. Like the condo was just all of her drag clothes, like archival.
I mean, if not now, for sure back in the day, because like whenever she did her house tour, she has she's never gotten rid of anything. Like, she's got so much shit now. This is the episode where we're just like RuPaul, just glazing RuPaul's closet. That's what we're doing today.
Honestly, if I had that much money and that much of a career, I would keep everything too.
Yeah,
and
it's true.
If I stayed the same size from the 90s to whatever we're doing now,
yeah,
I would also keep everything.
Like the number of like Bob Mackies that she has just in her closet is like the number of like Amazon Halloween costumes I have in mine. It's the same vibe, you know. It's just like you don't want to get rid of them. It's like I want an open stage night in that.
It's the amount of thrift store jackets
history.
I have. Every time I go to a thrift store, I go, it's only $3 and this jacket really fits. How many do I need? None.
Like people are gonna know the day that you finally pass when they go into like a thrift store and there's so many vintage, colorful like jackets. They're like, why is everything so colorful and fun all of a sudden?
All these cool jackets better not go right to a thrift store. Someone better use them. You better use them. And also, it's not gonna be a secret. My friend was at an FKA Twigs concert, and it was like right before her birthday during Leo season, and she posted, she was like, taking all the concert videos, and she posted, she goes, should I jump off the balcony and make it about me tonight?
You go out with a bang. You know, it's like you came into this world screaming, go out the same way.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Down.
Your drag name, like Laila McQueen, you said before, is like based off Alexander McQueen, but Your favorite art style, you've said in an interview before, was like a pop art. I almost said art pop. It was pop art. Why did you?
We could.
Yeah.
What a good bad album. Are you a Gaga person?
I'm not like I like Gaga. I don't, but I know enough to know that I don't like Gaga as much as other people do.
Okay, yeah, fair.
I like Gaga, but people like love Gaga.
She's like my diva, but I also don't subscribe to like one pop star being like untouchable. Like I love Gaga, you know, being growing up, like she was like my era. Time wise, but like I think she's also done a lot of crap or all the amazing stuff she's done. There's stuff where I'm like, what were we doing here? Like some of her eyeliner during like the Judas Edge of Glory days.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of art pop, it ages better now. Like you listen to like Venus, I'm like that song should have came out like 5 years ago, not like 10, 15 years ago when art pop came out. Like, it was just a little ahead of the curve.
This sentence that ARTPOP came out 15 years ago doesn't compute in my mind.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel that way.
I might be exaggerating the numbers a little bit, but I think I was right out of high school when that came out, or right.
ARTPOP came out when I was in college, halfway through college. I'm gonna say it came out 2013. So that's not that far off. It's over 10 years.
She's
for
like
sure.
almost 40, I think.
Yes.
Anyway, beside the point. But as I mentioned, you said before your favorite art movement is like pop art. Why didn't you go for a name like Layla Warhol or Layla Lichtenstein or something?
I didn't pick my drag name at the time. When I started doing drag, my best friend at the time was a stripper, and then I was hanging out with this redacted family member. They're MAGA now. But at the time, she was also a stripper, and so I was like bouncing ideas off of them, and like
MAGA strippers are crazy, by the way.
She's not a stripper anymore. She's not cool. She stopped stripping and then became MAGA.
An angel lost her wings. We lost a good one.
For real.
The fall from grace.
But she was like, it was right when McQueen passed, around the time I started like doing drag, and then she was also like, you know, Layla's like a really pretty stripper name, and I was
literally about to say, you're hanging out with strippers. Layla sounds like a stripper name.
Right. So it was literally like a stripper name, and then we did McQueen because it was like, I think at the time it was like, because he passed, and also like, ooh, drag queen, McQueen. I was very young, so I don't really like my drag name. That's so stupid.
It's never too late to change it. You can have your little Frisbee Jenkins moment.
I think I like past that point. I think it wouldn't be like smart to just like change it, but like my government name is Tyler, and I feel like Ty is kind of androgynous, and the drag I do now is kind of like not standard drag queen drag per se, but
yeah, it's oogie spooky. The edges are crisp. There's a lot of black
drag.
Yeah,
Glamour.
but like with where was I going with this? Oh my gosh, that's such a great question. I thought, where'd it go? Ooh, it's right there.
Warhol.
Not quite Warhol. It's right there though. I can feel it.
You want to talk about art pop again?
I do.
Venus. I can't lift my arms up. I want my nipple to come out.
That's okay. We'll censor it. It's good for the algorithm. Oh yeah, like whenever your career started to drift more towards like makeup art and stuff, like doing stuff like We're Here, why didn't you go by more of like Ty or a different name, or even like your government name?
I just didn't really consider it as much because We're Here, like in doing all of that and becoming like a more professional makeup artist, like for other people. It just kind of happened. It was never like I'm going to do this, and I really thought about it. It was really like rolling with the punches, and like I'm very grateful We're Here happened as long as it did. But each season we were kind of like, is it gonna happen? Are we doing this? And then it did, and once you were in it, it like consumed, you know, all of your schedule. Not in a negative way, it's just like a lot of a show. So it just never wasn't like in a consideration. I started doing makeup because I've always done makeup on myself, but I've never worked at a MAC counter. I've never worked at a Sephora. I've never like done anything of the sort. Drag Race, when they did Secret Celebrity Drag Race, called me and they're like, hey, do you want to do makeup for this? And I wasn't going to be like, I've never worked at a makeup place before. I just said, yeah, sure, let's do it. And that was like my first like professional makeup gig. And I said, oh, I think we can roll with this.
Yeah. Not like Drag Race being one of your debuts as like a makeup artist.
I have not done a TV show without Bob.
Yeah, I guess you haven't, huh?
Yeah, we did season 8 together. She was also on Secret Celebrity Drag Race, and then she brought me on to We're Here.
That's kind of crazy.
No.
It's kind of
She's
cute.
obsessed with me.
I know, right? It's like get a hobby. Do your own thing for once. Jesus Christ.
But then also, like when we were doing We're Here, when they're like, what do you want to be credited as? I was like, I still, like, I do have some following or whatever through Layla, and I want to totally, like, make it all about that because the show isn't about that. But we are on camera, and I do want credit and things like that. So I just had it credited as Tyler Laila McQueen Devlin, which is a mouthful. But
Sounds like once you add on that many names, it becomes like a pageant name almost.
very close. I mean, my last name is a designer brand, which is very old drag.
It is, yeah. Just throw in a Diamond Dupree in there or something.
I feel like that's more Southern.
Yeah, I guess so. That's my experience. That's where the cloth that I'm cut from.
I don't feel like there's a lot of, and like, I could be wrong, but back in my day, thinking about Boston drag queens and New England drag queens, it was like really, there wasn't like a name trend. Everyone was kind of like all over the place. Also, a lot of names that aren't real names, like Violencia.
Yeah.
But I love it.
A little more artsy. Yeah, I know where I'm from. Everyone just like, they picked whatever they thought their trans name was going to be and then threw Devereaux at the end or something. Some French word that they don't know how to pronounce.
Honestly, which is fierce.
Yeah.
Having a name that you don't know how to pronounce is great.
Yeah. Well, with your name like Laila McQueen now, though, like there's like a whole new generation of people that are getting into drag. So kids nowadays, they go to the club, they see you, they got X's on their hands, like Laila McQueen. Oh, like Lightning McQueen. That's cool.
A lot of people say, honestly, it's not kids who say that. It's like almost like millennial guys are like heteronormative gay guys or people who aren't in the scene as much are like, hey, is it like this? Like, it's not, I don't really think it's like Gen Z or the kids. I don't think they're that clever.
Yeah, it's like they're trying to relate, there's not a lot of like entry point for them. So they're like, oh, like cars. Okay.
A lot of people have said Lightning McQueen.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, it keeps you relevant though,
Whatever works.
Yeah. Just tie your name with just for some random successful man, whether it's Alexander McQueen, whether it's Lightning McQueen. Yeah.
Is Lightning McQueen? I've never seen the movie Cars.
I think they use he pronouns, but again, he is a car, so I don't know anatomically, I don't know, like in the eyes of the Lord, I don't know what his gender is.
Right.
But I know his gender identity is male
right. Totally.
in the series. Yeah.
Absolutely tracks.
What happens in the bedroom? I don't know. I don't know if they're bumping mufflers or what, but
How old are these cars?
I don't know.
I feel like that's important. It's a kids movie, isn't it?
Yeah, people don't ask these questions. How old are these cars?
How old
Those
are
those
these
little
cars?
those little Mazda Miatas were flashing their headlights at him. How old were the model of those little Mazdas?
Stupid.
Let's get into that.
The holidays are almost here, and if you still have names on your list, don't panic. Uncommon Goods makes holiday shopping stress-free and joyful, with thousands of one-of-a-kind gifts that you can't find anywhere else. You'll discover presents that feel meaningful and personal, never rushed or last minute. Uncommon Goods looks for products that are high quality, unique, and often handmade or made in the US. Many are crafted by independent artists and small businesses, so every gift feels special and thoughtfully chosen. My household is one that loves our hot sauce, and I was looking through their website and they actually have an advent calendar that's 12 days of hot sauces. So I thought that'd be a perfect thing for me and my partner to do as we lead up to the holiday season. But if you're not a hot sauce person, that's okay too, because Uncommon Goods has something for everyone. From moms and dads to kids and teens, from book lovers and sports fans to foodies, mixologists, and gardeners, you'll find unforgettable gifts that are anything but ordinary. When you shop at Uncommon Goods, you're supporting artists and small independent businesses. Every purchase is a chance to choose something remarkable and feel good about where your money goes. And with every purchase you make at Uncommon Goods, they give back $1 to a nonprofit partner of your choice. They've donated more than $3.1 million to date. So don't wait. Make this holiday the year you give something truly unforgettable. To get 15% off your next gift, go to uncommongoods.com/Maddy. That's uncommongoods.com/MADDY for 15% off. Don't miss out on this limited time offer. Uncommon Goods. We're all out of the ordinary.
I've been doing drag since I was 15. I'm constantly being lulled into a false sense of confidence. Constantly. That's like the whole thing.
A false sense of confidence. The word you're looking for is delusion.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. But not like theater kid delusion.
Oh, God forbid.
No.
Like you were actually a cool kid in school.
I don't think that's true.
Well, I mean, it depends on who you ask.
I was not cool. I don't know if this is going to come up on your research, but did you put in your little notes? Your little notes. That's so mean.
All my little notes.
I had a little show. I don't know if this is coming up later with you, but do you know what my superlative in high school was for the yearbook?
Ooh, let me guess. Oh my gosh. Superlative in high school.
I want you to remove the whole cool kid thing out of your head first.
Okay. Oh, I don't know. Was it like a Probably not best dressed, because you're like emo kid. They don't give that to the emo kid.
I was absolutely not best dressed.
I don't know. Most likely to succeed?
So I was up for 2 categories. I was up for most talented because I started drag in high school and did like a lot. Like I took every art class, and then every time I had like a independent study, I just did the art class. I was just always doing creative things. But this hot guy with a guitar got most talented,
Of course.
and I got class individual.
Class individual.
Class individual.
What do you think the connotation was when they voted that for you? What do you think their perception of you was?
The opposite of you saying I was a cool kid. They said, "Oh,
Okay.
you're really doing you.
Yeah.
Go get them."
They're unique, individual. Like, this person wasn't like the other kids. This person was unique.
You know what I hate? That was in the newspaper. I don't know. I don't remember why, but that horrible photo was in the
Well,
newspaper.
it's because you set a record for the furthest part on someone's head before.
Oh my God.
So take us back. What kind of kid were you, though? Individualistic, obviously.
This person, you look at this person and go, did they just start taking estrogen or testosterone? It really could go either way.
Yeah. That nice young lesbian man.
Okay, right. This picture in mind, ready? Okay, so I used to work at a restaurant, and it was this Greek couple, and my boss, Bob, his wife, Tracy, she was older than me, obviously, but she had very short gray hair. She had like glasses and very short gray, like a buzz cut she spiked up, and like relatively large breasts. And so I looked like this. And my dad got a new job, and one of his coworkers, they were just like talking to each other, and he was like, "Oh yeah, my son works at this cafe in this town." And he's like, "Oh, me and my wife go there all the time. We love that. We love that cafe it's owned by those 2 lesbians." And my dad's like, it's not owned by lesbians. And he's like, "No, this cafe at this address is with the 2 lesbians."
They thought the buzz cut lady and that young lady.
My dad was like, "I promise you it's not 2 lesbians." He goes, "No, there's one with like bigger breasts and like really short gray hair, and then there's like a shorter, younger one with long purple hair." And my dad said, yeah, the lesbian with the purple hair is my son.
See, that the relationship you're describing, that is a symbiotic relationship that does exist, but it was not the one that you were experiencing.
This is violent.
The part is violent. It's so far over. This is like pre-Skrillex, too. You were a trailblazer.
My mother really forced me to get a lot of bad haircuts I did not want at like an age where I should have been deciding.
She forced that upon you?
No, so this was the retaliation.
Oh, okay, the revenge.
This was the, I'm going to do what I want, I'm not cutting it, or I'm cutting it myself.
You really stuck it to her with that one.
We both lost.
Mutually assured destruction. Is what
everyone
that was.
lost here.
Yeah. So, like, what kind of kid were you? Because, like, I think you said somewhere that, like, you suffered, like, a lot of bullying in school. But then you've also said that, like, you started cross-dressing as an outlet. Was that, like, in retaliation? Like, if you're going to bully me for something, I'm going to really amp it up? Or was it that was the source of the bullying?
I don't think I had that much that much sight into that. I was bullied a lot by like I was friends with a lot of older lesbians, if you can't tell.
The influence is strong.
But like I had a bunch of kids that would bully me in school, and they were respectfully now, like they were from very rough backgrounds, like actual like probably like, I'm not saying this to be funny, like actual like crack babies, like from really like they like there was a weird spectrum of people that bullied me. It was like people who were like kind of not in the realm of reality that were really violent, but I always had a team of dykes to be like, they're like, "You're gonna let them fight your battles?" I go, "Well, you're threatening to kill me, and they're bigger than me and you, so yes."
They just like circle you like buffalo.
These girls eat cigarettes. I'm good. But I feel like I got bullied a lot by people I thought were friends in weird situations. And so that felt really isolating and weird and didn't quite make sense. It didn't feel like the stereotypical on TV, like jock versus weirdo versus gay kid. Like that wasn't always the case. It felt like a weird, like my parents are like, "Hey, we like these people. You grew up with them," but we all change. And they're like, "No, hang out with them still because we like them and their parents," even though I'm like, they are like literally psychologically torturing me. So then I started doing drag to be like kind of like an escape, because I really like the transformation of like movies and things. And I was like, oh, it's kind of like I'm like just being a different person, or like my own imaginary friend. That sounds weird, but
So like, I'm trying to like follow the timeline here. So was it because of like your sexuality was the main reason you got bullied, or was it really just because you're just kind of easy target?
I think kind of weird and annoying.
Okay.
I'm not going to be out here being like, poor me, it was always me, but it was like you know, as an adult, I'm like, well, there's a level of incompatibility here.
What was it about you that earned the ire of all these children?
I don't know. I was a little bit more weirder than them. Like everyone, like the older we got, I was like starting to feel more, like I was like when we started all growing apart, I started being friends with older kids and older people and more alternative people that had similar interests, and everyone else was kind of just like basic or lying about their interests or being like, yeah, no, we like whatever's just like cool. I'm like, I don't know if that's for me.
I can definitely see that why you would have got bullied. Like, like you're the kid in school that's just like, oh, you like songs that everyone else likes on the radio? That's cute.
I don't know. It was really more so like middle school. 11, 12, 13, that age range, I think everyone's horrible.
Yeah, it's very like developmental years. People are working through some things.
I also went to a very bizarre my school
Bizarre middle
career is crazy.
What's going on in your middle school? It's so weird.
Where do I start? One time, the 8th graders had a dance, and it was called the luau, because you know, white people in New England.
The furthest place in the United States from Hawaii. Go on.
So stupid. But this one guy was like asked this like Regina George type, to put it in lamest terms, was like, will you go to the luau with me? And she was like, absolutely not. Ew, gross, like rude to him. And his immediate response was like, okay, cool, bet. Stabbed her in the leg with an X-Acto knife.
What the fuck? Was your middle school juvie?
This is when I say, like, I lived in a beach town, but it was not a bougie beach town. Like,
No,
it was
there was
like,
glass on the sand. Like, yeah.
like, we had 3 drama teachers. One of them, lovely, but she was pregnant every year I was there, so she had extreme mood swings. And then we had Dr. DePrima, which was this guy in a wheelchair that wore berets and tiny little glasses, like very cliche.
Dr. DePrima sounds like a gay-coded Disney villain.
He was, I mean, like, he is the definition of eccentric. Like, he talked with his hand, like, he was...
That's coming from you.
Hello. And then we had this one teacher who, I've told this story before. This woman wanted Idina Menzel's career so bad.
Okay.
She hated us. And honestly, in retrospect, didn't love her either. Didn't love her either, but I also would have hated every student too. Yeah. We're all a nightmare.
Right.
But she would force us for a drama period to all go to the auditorium, and she would show up painted full green.
Oh.
And she would perform for us songs from Wicked. They would not give her access to the sound system in the auditorium, just the house lights. So we're sitting in this auditorium. This woman has a boombox speaker and a CD.
And a dream.
Dressed. She's painted fully green and is just singing Wicked at us. And it's
not singing Wicked to you, singing at you.
None of us asked for this. And because she also would, like, sometimes she wouldn't be green, but she would do, like, Over the Moon from Rent and, like, other Idina Menzel songs.
Okay.
But if you talked during her performance, she would stop the boombox, stare at you, and then start over.
It's child abuse.
I would see this woman in green at 7 o'clock in the morning and just know it was going to be a long day.
Which she had to wake up at, like, 4 o'clock to get that started. That's so much dedication.
But the one day that happened, also, we had to stay in the auditorium for another hour for an assembly to have a presentation from some people about predators online in chat rooms on MySpace, because it was that era.
Yeah.
ASL.
Can I ask what your what you were telling strangers your age, sex, location was at that point?
I actually was not in chat rooms or anything like that.
Good Christian. Love to see it.
That's crazy. That's too much. I'm an only child, and my parents very heavily monitored the computer. So at one point, I was not allowed to have MySpace or things like that. So I had it for a minute.
Damn, you would have killed on MySpace.
I wanted to so bad.
If you were this character on MySpace in 2010,
why do you think I look this way now? I did not get to do this when it was happening to the capacity I wanted to. So now I'm making up for lost time.
yeah, like honestly, what's kind of funny is that you were probably scrolling through MySpace and you were seeing Pheromone as like Cameron Ugg back in the day.
I'm yes.
And you were like, man, I wish I could be that. And then you both end up being like,
That's
on the
why I
same
ended
TV
up with
show.
that hair, because my mom wouldn't let me have it. So then I was like, well, I'm not cutting it ever again. And then we ended
Closest.
up there.
This is the closest you could have got to being a MySpace icon.
A fucking purple flight attendant, Bob.
Yeah.
I wanted to be Davey Havoc so bad, but I ended up
No, you just needed a little more hairspray and a little more.
like who? What is? It's not a twink. That's not yet a lesbian.
just a little more-
What was that Britney song?
I'm not a girl.
I wanted to so bad. That's why I do all this now. That's why I perform Mr. Brightside in every city I go to.
Like it's just like the what is it, like the vestiges of youth, like very kind of like the childhood you didn't get to experience tour is what that is.
I want the audience to like engage and have fun and like some type of nostalgia. Like I love doing songs that people are like they know but they're not always listening to. So when they're kind of lit at a bar or even not, and it comes on, like, oh my god, that's right, I know this. Like sing along with all the show tunes.
It's kind of crazy though. Like not too far from now, like some songs from like our childhood, like "Where Are You?" Like that's gonna be done by some older queen at a bingo in like 15 years from now. It's gonna be us.
It's gonna be me.
Yeah.
You're just talking about me.
Yeah, and they're like, oh my god, I love dad rock. It's so fun.
Are you kidding me? The amount of times I've done just a small town girl at a brunch clean up.
Oh, kills. Well, like I feel like that's even like from an older time. So I feel like you're kind of appealing to like the older crowd. I'm saying we're
Well, yes.
approaching an era where it's like the music from our time is going to be for other old people, which are our peers. That's coming upon us.
Art pop.
Art pop. We're gonna be old people. Venus.
I saw Gaga when she came here for Mayhem, and she said, "You know, Chicago, thank you so much. You've been there for me for some of the hard times, and I haven't forgot. You've been there for the good times and the hard times, and thank you so much for being there for when I did Art Pop." I was like, "Damn, did this not do good?"
I had like one friend in high school. She was like my best friend. She is my best friend, and she
Currently,
yeah, still
Okay.
best friend. Yeah,
that's a green flag.
What do you mean?
Having long friendships.
Yeah, well, like, I don't have very many, but it's just like one of the few. But like, cause like I had like friends in high school. They were like all like my guy friends. But she was like the one friend where it's like whenever I was like cross dressing and like talking about like maybe I'm trans or whatever, she's like my one person.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
she came to school one day with like a little like birthday bag from my birthday that's filled with like some of her old clothes and like some nail polish. And it's like,
That's so sweet.
yeah, it's like it's not where what I needed in the long run, but at that point, it's just like I definitely needed her. You know what I mean? You know, beside the point, we're getting all sentimental. But
Enough of that.
yeah, but she also put me on to like music that wasn't top 40 or country, and so like art pop was one of the things. She was like, yeah, a lot of people don't like it, but like this is like she's ahead of her time. People are gonna like it in like 10 years. Yeah,
I was pretty obsessed with it when I liked it, but hey, I was class individual, so.
yeah. You were different for the sake of being different.
Class individual, it was also with another girl I did not get along with.
Oh,
So when we took our picture, we were like, okay,
you were two
cool.
different, very different individuals.
She was like emo, but like also like lived in a gated community and was like bougie. So I was like, I'm not really getting what's happening here.
And you, like, she was upper middle class, and you were middle class, and you're like, you don't know what it's like.
Yeah, you don't get it.
Yeah, like her house had stairs. We just had 5 bedrooms, but it was spread out.
That's crazy. I have 5 bedrooms. 5 bedrooms? Is 5 bedrooms middle class?
I don't know. I think it depends on how big it is. Depends on the square footage. Did you grow up poor? You like broke?
No.
No?
Like actually like middle class, not like Monet we were comfortable. Like we like actually were like
Like you were doing okay, you know. You didn't have to worry about the lights turning off, and like you had like a couple Abercrombie like sweatshirts, But it wasn't like crazy.
More like Old Navy sweatshirts.
Okay.
But like we like honestly it was like very middle class, very middle class. I'm the only child. My parents didn't end up having more kids, and we like I didn't grow up bougie, but we weren't struggling. Like every time I feel like when I say that, I sound like when Monet, which she's like, well, I was comfortable. We were comfortable, and she was fully rich, fully grew up rich. Her parents owned cell phone lots.
Well, like I feel like everyone exaggerates a little bit. Everyone like scales up or down depending, you know. Or it's like everyone like underestimates where they were unless you're like dirt poor and they try to act like they're not. That's when it starts to like skew up again.
Right. We were not. I did not grow up poor, and we did not grow up very wealthy. We were like really seriously like right in the middle.
Yeah. But the other kids were eating cigarettes, so you're doing slightly better off than some of the other kids.
My friends were eating cigarettes.
That's why you were the most individualistic, because you had more money than them. They're like, she's not like the rest of us.
They weren't eating cigarettes because they were poor. They liked the taste.
Oh, okay. So everyone was rich. You didn't need something to do. You're eating cigarettes.
I think I do. If my parents had more kids, we would have been less than middle class.
Like I like American spirits. The flavor lasts longer.
No, I had all these.
Did you smoke? You seem like you feel like you smoked.
No, I did not.
No?
Surprisingly.
Did you do anything cool?
Does it look like it?
Now, kinda.
Just a little.
I think this person looks like they did cool stuff in high school.
We're making up for lost time.
Yeah, the other one doesn't, but like this one does.
This one, see?
Yeah.
This is like a love letter to my like 13-year-old self. No, I just look like I smoke cigarettes, but I don't. I also don't vape.
Yeah.
But it looks like I do.
I can see that.
I'm the person in the bar where someone comes out to me and they're like, do you know where I can get drugs or a cigarette? And I'm like, I actually do not.
Yeah. Have you always been like kind of straight edge, or did you have like a crazy face? Like whenever you got into like the bar scene and stuff, did you start to go a little wild?
I mean, I've had moments where I've been wild. I think we all do when we work in nightlife and stuff, but like
light meth. Just a little.
That's crazy.
Just a little methy.
No. I don't even have a funny bit for that. I went to school in New Hampshire and everyone did meth. Not like the people I hung out with, but like gay people in that area. Like that's when I was like, that's when I learned what meth was. And I was like, oh, this seems like a huge red flag, even though I don't know that much about it.
I just found out recently that people were doing meth up there. I didn't know that was like an East Coast kind of thing, but I've had a few guests on recently that were like from the far north East Coast, and they're all talking about how like meth was crazy up there. I had no idea you guys were up there doing that.
Yeah, there's not a lot to do. I went to school in New Hampshire. It's like really like it's like the city is like not a real. It's not a city. Sorry, not sorry. It's not. It's like not a real city.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a. New Hampshire feels like kind of like a southern state that snows.
Southern state that snows. I think I see what you mean. You know, it's like it wants to be more than it is. It's just kind of built on the bones of, colonial start.
New Hampshire is like it's so close to Massachusetts, and New Hampshire's slogan is live free or die. But I do feel like a lot of the general public there, I'm like, you guys are like not part of the Confederacy, right? Like, where are you aware of that?
It's like they had a chance, like they started to grow something, and then New York blew up, and they're like, oh shit, we're never gonna be that. I went
to school in Manchester, New Hampshire, and when I like was about to move there, everyone was like, "Oh, Manch Vegas," and I still to this day I'm like, for what reason? Like comparatively to what? Especially where I went was an hour outside of Boston.
That's where all the happenings is.
Comparatively.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
There's a lot of great gift options out there, but Aura Frames is the gift that keeps giving long after the holidays are over. Perfect for that person in your life that deserves something extra special this year. My partner and I created a lot of amazing memories over this past year, and now with Aura Frames, we're able to immortalize that and keep it forever. We just open the app and upload the photos onto the picture frame from our phones no matter where we are. And because we can upload them anytime, anywhere, we can preserve these memories as they're happening. So amazing moments don't get lost in the camera roll. So don't wait. Win the holidays now with Aura Frames. For a limited time, save on the perfect gift by visiting auraframes.com to get $35 off Aura's best-selling carver mat frames, named #1 by Wirecutter, by using promo code MADDY at checkout. That's auraframes.com, promo code MADDY. This deal is exclusive to listeners, and frames sell out fast, so order yours now and get it in time for the holidays. And support the show by mentioning us at checkout. Terms and conditions apply.
Talking about growing up in Massachusetts, you grew up in a town called like Gloucester? How do you pronounce it?
Gloucester.
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 See, these fucking like old ass towns with these.
New England names are the worst. I do like watching YouTube videos of people trying to pronounce New England names that aren't from New England because they do not make sense.
So like, what is there to do in this small little colonial town outside of sifting through the racks at bananas? Like, what else is there to do?
That's crazy. Where did I say that?
I don't know. I don't cite my sources.
That is so specific. That is such a.
Is that where you got your love of vintage jackets from?
I could not tell you where that started. I just like the silhouette, but I didn't always wear a lot of jackets. It just kind of like, I honestly could not tell you when it started, but I was just like, oh, I think I kind of like this. Maybe even like, I think post Drag Race, I really deep dived in, was like, I like this silhouette. I used to wear a lot of bras that had baby heads on them.
Oh.
I used to make baby head
What do
bras.
you mean? What do you mean bras, baby heads?
Like I would
Like you hollow out the face of a baby doll and
I would buy baby dolls, cut the faces off and put them on bras and like paint them different colors and all these things because when I was maybe 12 at Bananas, there was a bra on the ceiling because Bananas is this thrift store in my hometown that is like more curated and this homosexual man owns it. He's very lovely. He's owned it for my entire existence. And they would do like fashion shows. So it's more curated and a lot of like, I mean, looking back on it, they have a lot of drag jewelry and like very niche things. So they would like make costumes. There's always different window displays. Also very eccentric. And they would do these fashion shows and not always sell the clothes, but they would make some things and then just display them in the store. And one time they had these bras on the wall that were like these bikini like strapless bras that had these baby heads on them with marabou feather all around them, and I was like, I'm obsessed. I was like, this is so cool.
That's my personality now, actually.
Like honestly, for a while. So that was pretty formative from Bananas.
Yeah. So is that like the only thing you got going on? It's the only interesting thing about this town, or did you have like something else, or like a fun bar or a fair? Do you have a festival? What was your town's festival?
Fiesta every late June.
Did your town even have a single like Hispanic person in it?
No.
Okay.
I mean like, well, not no.
Just a bunch of white people and sombreros.
It is a very white town, but it is a lot of Irish, Italian, and Portuguese are like the main people. In Fiesta, there's this place called the St. Peter's Club in this little downtown area where it's like they have like the carnival come in basically.
Okay. At the Gloucester Fiesta.
The Fiesta. It's like the same old carnival that goes everywhere else, but like my hometown is known for this thing called the Greasy Pole.
The Greasy Pole?
It's like a big square thing you can climb up, hang up on, and then a pole comes out of it horizontally into the like over the water.
Okay.
And they literally put grease all over it and put a flag at the end. And for 3 days during Fiesta, they do the greasy pole and see who wins. And when you win, you basically get notoriety in the town and get to drink everywhere for free for that year. Oh. But it's like very straight, very Italian, very men.
It's like the activity itself does sound like very like straight, kind of dumb fun for a festival. But the name, the Greasy Pole, sounds like your town's version of the Eagle.
Hello.
Yeah.
I wish we had a bar called the Greasy Pole.
Like everyone's like, you going to the Greasy Pole? And you're just like, is no one gonna say anything about this? No one gonna mention the name?
So that is like in the summertime, that is like the big thing. But I like my hometown is a beach town, so most people are there for the beaches. Growing up, me and my friends, once they learned how to drive, we just drove to other towns and didn't really do anything.
The nice ice cold beach at room temperature summers.
Honestly.
Everyone got pneumonia at some point, but you know, it's just part of the fun. That's like the town slogan. Like if you don't get pneumonia, you're not having fun in Gloucester. How you say it? How you say it?
Exactly like that. Gloucester.
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 I'm worldly. Yeah.
It sounds like what's that, Glorilla?
She got beautiful spurt.
Gloucester.
She's from Gloucester, got a beautiful spurt.
What was there to do for fun? Nothing. That's why I got in drag in my bedroom by myself.
Yeah.
After me and my friends went to Market Basket and then drove around.
So you were doing drag for a while, and you do that whole thing. Like, we'll talk more about like your journey into drag, but like
I
lately,
love how you
like,
said you were doing that whole thing in past tense.
yeah, you're doing that whole thing. Well, like I'm talking about like at this time though, you know, I'm trying to like draw out the storyline here. But like you're doing drag, you're really embracing like the femininity and stuff. And like after Drag Race, you really started to embrace more like the facial. Were you doing like facial hair looks before Drag Race? Did you take that off?
This has been a post-COVID thing.
A post-COVID thing. Okay. So like post-COVID is like the first time you saw a picture of like Adam Lambert, and you're like, things are gonna be different. How did that affect you when you first saw him? Like in the wild.
I honestly think Adam Lambert did not.
No effect?
Not really.
No.
To be totally honest, no.
Subconsciously.
Didn't, yeah, honestly, but not like actively in my stratosphere. No, the bearded drag, it was like during the pandemic, I was like, I don't like how I looked with a shaved face, and I gained some weight during the pandemic. I feel like I look like a Bob's Burger character, like I'm just like a shaft with googly eyes.
Right.
Like I don't really have a jawline.
I feel you.
Which has nothing to do with weight, as just unfortunately genetics. My dad's
like
attached to the family.
I see you. You were seeing. That's why I try to like face this way a little bit. I turn this way too much. It's just, you know.
I hate that I did that thing in Drag Race where I like sunk into myself, because people would do it to me at the bars and I'd be like, do not ever do that to me again. I actually like, I don't find that funny. I'm like super self-conscious.
Yeah. People in your middle school stabbed people, so like don't fuck with her. So
One time a teacher accidentally knocked a girl's teeth out.
What?
Like there was a fight happening in the hallway and one of the teachers was
Because she talked her in Wicked.
Yeah. Miss McKay just kicked her with a witch boot and knocked all of her teeth out.
It's like, really? Right in the middle of my Defying Gravity? You're going to talk?
Why was she doing Over the Moon to middle school? Also, when I was in middle school and I was 12 years old and I watched Rent and I'm like crying, being like, I fucking get it. I relate to these people. I'm like, I've never paid rent. I don't have HIV. I am not in my 40s and struggling with drug addiction. I'm like, what? Was it just because it was kind of queer?
You were like a slightly queer-coded, like middle-class child, and you're like, this is like me for real.
Honestly, I was like, looking back as an adult, I was like, why am I so obsessed with that? There was no other gay things going on. Literally nothing. That Rent was like, I fucking get these people.
What are we talking about? Oh, the beard thing. Yeah.
Oh, the beard thing.
Yeah.
We go to Rent. Should we start talking about ARTPOP again?
It's been a minute. Can we bring that back?
No, I started doing the beard thing during the pandemic, but then also I like tried it out because I didn't feel like shaving, and when it was like pandemic times, and like I like really like I really like Madame Madness's drag a lot. I've always really liked her makeup work, and I like that her beard is always very intentional and it like goes with the makeup. It's not like it's not just like I didn't feel like shaving. There is some like, you know, like like when she's out of drag, she also has a stupid little mustache because she shaves half of it off to make it draw her lips bigger and everything. So I just like fucked around with that. And then when we were doing We're Here, oh my God.
Thinking about Ren again. Get checked up.
When we were doing We're Here, it wasn't about us, like me and like the part of the team I was on, but we were still on camera for some things and doing some stuff. And I was like, I really don't have a huge, it was taking up so much of my time and my schedule that I was like, I'm not really interested in shaving my face bald and being stained with pink lipstick and then going on camera like that. So I was like, well, I'll just do bearded drag. My drag's always been kind of like, not like, it's been feminine, but that hasn't been like the focus. So sometimes, like I won't do certain looks with beards, but like there's some looks I would like to do, but it all feels intentional and like I don't know, some sort of Pokemon evolution.
Yeah. Like it makes sense. It tracks. It's not completely out of the blue where it's just like, oh, she's doing a mustache now. Like, yeah.
It's not totally random, but it is like okay, I can see that.
And like I said, you had really good makeup whenever you were on the show as well. And like you're known for your makeup art after the show. And so the way you do your makeup with the facial hair, I feel does tie in. Like it's very like artistic, it's different. And
I try to be intentional.
Yeah. Because there are a lot of queens that do facial hair drag. And you can tell the ones where it's like, oh, you just want to look hot as a boy. Because it's like they have a beard. People. It's just patchy. It's not even a full beard. They don't connect it. Because like some queens like Blackberry, crisp lines.
Yeah, no, very
She's
intentional.
Bearded queens. Yeah, it looks good.
I love, you know what I love? This is like Lucy Stool bearded queen. I love I love the queens that are like the bearded queens that have like their beard is a part of their look. It looks cohesive, but I love that it's not really like I want to be a hot boy out of drag because they still shave their eyebrows or get their nails done. And I was like, oh, so you still look like a creature out of this. I love that.
Yeah, like they have a full beard and half of their eyebrows.
None.
Yeah, or just no eyebrows.
None.
Yeah.
Full sets. I was like, that's hot.
You know what I don't like? I'm probably
Drag.
I'm drag.
Art pop.
I know. I'm probably gonna get canceled for this opinion. I hate a glitter beard. I don't like a glitter beard. I don't like it when you just like you're drag. You're just like I'm gonna have a full beat of face and then like a patchy beard with glitter in it. I don't like it.
People still do that?
Every Pride.
So not real drag queens. Oh,
They like no. They do it. They do open stages and then they have a Pride booking and they do This Is Me. And it's valid. It's fine. And some of them are good in other aspects, but I don't like a glitter beard. I don't like it.
the sharper sword's gonna cut me down.
Yeah. With that, I will say though, like I have seen some glitter beards that are good, and I don't hate every glitter beard, but in general,
I'm gonna be honest. I don't think I've seen people do glitter beards recently that are like doing active drag. Because I don't think it looks that great either. But in my mind, it is like, oh, that's 2016.
yeah. It's like glitter in the beard for me is the same as like tinsel in the wig. I don't like it.
You don't?
I don't like tinsel wigs. No.
I think some of them are kind of hot.
I don't know. I haven't seen one I like. I feel like you just take you're taking like a human unit, like a nice looking wig, and making it look like it's plastic.
I have a vanity that has tinsel in it, and I really like it.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna stand by it. That's my man. I'm gonna stand by him.
I'm gonna stand by him. That's mine. If you have a certain aesthetic, I think if you're going for like an early 2000s and the outfit is fun enough, like again, same with the glitter beard, you can make it work.
I'm with you on the glitter beard. I haven't seen the good one.
But 9 times out of 10, I said what I said. I'm gonna get canceled for this, but it's okay.
I think that's pretty low stakes.
Yeah.
Glitter beard drag? I don't see. I kind of
Yeah.
agree with you.
Yeah.
I'm not really into it, but I haven't seen it recently where it looks like, oh, this is good.
Yeah. I haven't seen anyone do it. No one's changed the game for me yet on it.
No, same. I agree.
Yeah. The only time I think I've seen it and I've been like okay with it, it's been like a Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence and like
Okay. Yeah.
that's always been like fun.
Yeah.
Anyway, we digress.
This episode is sponsored by Squarespace. Squarespace is the all-in-one website platform designed to help you stand out and succeed online. Whether you're just starting out or scaling your business, Squarespace gives you everything you need to claim your domain, showcase your offerings with a professional website, grow your brand, and get paid, all in one place. First, you start with a domain. Squarespace Domains makes it easy to find the best name for your business at a fair, all-inclusive price. No hidden fees or add-ons required. And they include advanced privacy and security to keep your domain protected. So don't wait to claim your name, invest in your dream domain today. Then you can use their design tools to create your perfect website. I really wish this was a service that I used back whenever I had my website, because when I made that from scratch, it was a nightmare. But Squarespace has the most intuitive and easy to use design tools to help you craft the perfect online presence for you or your business. And if you need help getting started, they have their own AI-enhanced website builder, Blueprint AI, where you can get a fully custom website in just a few steps. Squarespace also offers a complete library of professionally designed and award-winning website templates with options for every use and category. No matter where you start, your website is flexible to what you need. With intuitive drag and drop editing, beautiful styling options, unrivaled visual design, and more ways to list what you have to offer. No experience required. So you can craft the perfect vibe and showcase anything you need, from an online shop, built-in videos, email services, and more. Just try it for yourself by going to squarespace.com/Maddy for a free trial. And when you're ready to launch, use offer code MADDY to save 10% off your purchase of a website or domain.
So how did you get into the actual drag scene though? Because I'm like obviously like where you're from probably doesn't have the most bustling scene.
I made a Facebook when I was in high school of my drag persona because I took a lot of pictures of myself and like incorporated drag into like a lot of like art projects in school, and I had some teachers that like encouraged that. And so I had a full Facebook already. So I just honestly like, I don't have this kind of boldness now, but when I was 18, I was just messaging queens that were like in the area and be like, hey, can I come do this show? There's just, when I got to college, I don't know, I don't have this kind of boldness. And now knowing how drag, I was so naive and it kind of worked to my benefit. But like did one show. Violencia gave me my first drag show, or hired me to be one of her drag shows. It was my first show ever. And I met a couple other queens, and they all lived in New Hampshire. And this was right before I went to college there. And so I was like friendly with them, not knowing that some of them were like kind of shady and like, you know, like how drag queens are, very naive. And I was just asking them, I was like, how do I do shows here? How do I ask? They're like, oh, you can ask these people. And one of the girls was like, oh, I'm in a show tonight. You should come out. You should come out. And then she texted me personally, said, hey, girl, I'm not going to the show tonight. I don't want to be in it. So you can just take my spot. I said, okay. I showed up not knowing anyone in one outfit.
Yeah.
A corset, a fucking pink fishnet hustler dress.
Okay.
And a leopard bra from Victoria's Secret and a gold purse with a CD in it and one MAC lipstick, and get there and I'm just hanging out, and the host, who I have not introduced myself to, I haven't spoken to, I'm just like kind of hanging out like around everyone, and the host is like, where is this performer? Where has anyone heard from her? Is she showing up? Like, has anyone heard from what's her face? I don't want to say her name.
You're just sitting alone in VIP.
And I go, oh, she texted me and told me she's not coming, but I can do her number. I have a CD. And they were like, what? Who are you? But put me in the show anyways.
Yeah. Honestly, like, that is a certain level of like naivete that like I can admire. I'm just like, you show up to the show, you're just like, with the minimal amount of information, you're like, yeah, I'm just gonna go and they're just gonna throw me in there. And I don't know.
I wish I could do that. I wish I had that.
I like it. I'm here for it.
I look back at it and I go, where's that person inside of me again?
Yeah.
Where can we have that kind of boldness?
Yeah. I mean, going to the show with no information and just like sitting there and waiting to be called, like definitely not like 100% the right move, but randomly reaching out to queens and being like, hey, I really want to perform. Like, can I perform? All these people that are in my comments, like, how do I perform? How do I get a booking? That's how you do it.
I really just I had the enthusiasm for it. I don't anymore.
Do you like drag?
I'm on the fence. It depends on the day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Depends on the day.
Depends on the day, yeah.
But also my friend who we started drag together in the same bar, this same host that I said, oh, this girl's not here, but I can do the show, and put me in the show, like literally not knowing me or anything about me. My other friend, who was arguably at the time a better performer and everything than me, was like, hey, I'd love to do this show. And she's like, well, you're gonna have to audition and really prove yourself. And my friend has always been so mad that I just showed up and was like, well, I got a CD and this other girl dropped. My friend's like, I had to audition for a $25 booking?
But whatever you started your drag journey though, oh, I need to stop. I keep saying whenever when I say when. They keep clocking me for it.
Do they?
Yeah, every time.
Is that a thing?
Yeah, it's a regional dialect, but when you say whenever instead of when, like, oh, whenever I was little, they're like, you mean when you were little? When you went to kindergarten? It doesn't. Anyway.
Who gives a shit? Y'all in the comments are using AI anyways to write thank you cards and essays and shit.
But shortly after starting your drag journey, you actually got banned from the University of Maine. Can I ask what happened with that?
Yeah, this is during season 4 of Drag Race. Okay, this is Sharon Needles' influence era of, oh, spooky drag is fun.
Yeah.
There was this show that got put on at the University of Maine, this drag show, and the host that I showed up and met because I said, well, she ditched, I can do a number. This is like a year later or so. She's like, oh, we do this show every year at the University of Maine. You should come with us. We go up, we do a show. We stay at this hotel and do a show at one of the bars there, and then we do the show the next day. You should come with us. Like, we'd love to have you there. And it was a college gig, so it like paid. Especially at that time, I was like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. Would love to do that. So he did, and it was during like Sharon Needles' era. It was during like spooky spit blood up on drag. Like, so I did a number like that. I did some sort of like,
I think they said somewhere you something to do with a Bible and blood.
yeah, I like did some number of like personal Jesus into something. I forget what silly songs I put in this mix, but I had white contacts and a mouthful of blood, and I like was reading a Bible and looked all whatever, like a nun or something, and dribbled blood into the Bible, closed it, and then did something else. We also it was me and Violencia. We did this number where we were making fun of because people kept saying Violencia was like a shocking queen or I forget the word, but we were doing a satirical number based on that. We did ooh, it's electric or shocking or something stupid. It was a dumb number where we were intentionally being allegedly provocative.
Yeah.
It seems so dumb in retrospect, but I did that and a couple people in the front row were so offended that they left when I also think I tore pages out of the Bible and threw them at people. But
I like how you're just yeah, they got mad because of this. Well, also because of this. Oh, and this.
but they got really offended and they complained to the school, and the school there was 5 of us performing, I believe, or 4 of us, and one of the paychecks was for me because I was new, and then the other pay, it was they just paid a lump sum to the host who organized booking all of us, and she paid out all the other people. They gave me my check, and they intentionally put her drag name on the check so she couldn't cash it because they tried not to pay her because of what we did. So I still got paid anyways. But they were like, you are banned from this campus, and
Oh my gosh,
which was weird, but also honestly, I don't feel bad. I stand by
I
it.
feel like it adds to the drag lore.
Yeah,
That's kind of fun.
I agree.
I'm banned from the University of Maine. Yeah, it's kind of fun.
I agree.
Yeah, that's neat. Do you know if you're allowed back or are you perma-banned?
I don't know. I know that's
if-
a really great. That's a really great segue.
If the University of Maine is in the chat, if you can let us know if she's still banned, if anyone works at the university, anyone over at Registrar or whatever.
Registrar.
Yeah. Registrar XD. That's you if you got an office job.
ARTPOP.
What is that?
ARTPOP.
Oh, I didn't realize what you were spelling. I'm from Arkansas. I'm illiterate. You gotta slow down. Jesus Christ.
I won class individual. I'm illiterate. You know how I passed Spanish class? By watching Bad Girls Club. Because I didn't actually learn
Because you
a
went
lot.
to the Fiesta.
My Spanish teacher one year, the season of Bad Girls Club that was airing was the one with, I think it was Natalie Nunn's season. And there was one girl, one of the worst girls on the cast, really not great. But her dad used to be the mayor of our town. So my Spanish teacher also taught her. And so there'd be times where I'd come in and she'd be like, did you do the homework last night? And I'd be like, no, but did you watch Bad Girls Club? And she'd be like, it was crazy, right? I was like, I know, we just had about Bad Girls Club, so I didn't really do anything.
¿Cómo está Bad Girls Club en español?
How is Bad Girls Club in Spanish?
No, ¿cómo? Wait. Oh, wait, no. ¿Cómo se dice? Fuck. I didn't take Spanish. ¿Cómo se dice Bad Girls Club en español?
No say the word club, Bad Girls, I don't know.
No bueno, señoritas.
No bueno, mujer. Mujer no bueno. Woman not good, club.
It's like someone trying to explain to someone that, someone in Mexico trying to explain to an American tourist that it's a gay club. They're like, woman no good club.
Yeah.
Whenever you got the call for season 8, did you kind of tone down your drag a little bit for the show? Or is the Laila McQueen we saw in season 8 the Laila McQueen that you were back home?
No, I was nervous because I didn't have a lot of the episode I got sent home on, my friend was like, my friend has this dress, you should wear it because you don't wear dresses. That's why I wore that. I was like, I didn't have the critical thinking to be like, this looks good on my body or whatever. I go, I have to show them that I have versatility. Yeah. It was such a weird time. I really didn't. Honestly, if I stayed on Drag Race, I would have had no clothes. There's so many things I did not prepare. I was like, I'll finish sewing this there. Sure, I did not prepare. I was so young.
Yeah. But honestly, if it got to that point and you're just in a cut up wet steel dress and some fishnets, that would have been more accurate to your drag. The scraps of what was left.
No, for real, actually though, no bits, that would have been what it was.
You just lasted a few more episodes, we would have seen the real Laila McQueen, and then you would have been America's Next Drag Superstar.
I would have liked to have another episode or two. I think I would have liked to have done...
You think a couple more episodes you really would have wowed them?
I would have liked to have not a bad episode.
That's fair.
I'm glad I missed the Empire acting challenge because I'm not an actor and I don't watch Empire, and that felt kind of like a weird challenge for some of the cast members to do in retrospect. But I would have liked to have done the like girl group challenge on our season because they had a rock one and a new wave, and like that seemed fun, and like I could rally and have fun with that.
Just like a good teased hair, you would have been like pumped.
I could get on a mic and scream about chicken wings like the other girls did.
Yeah, that was actually what you did back home. Like whenever you got cast.
Hello.
Yeah, I got banned from the University of Connecticut for doing that same thing. It's so crazy you say that. That's the challenge.
As I get older, I keep catching myself thinking, I should go to the doctor more. You know, to deal with things like sleep trouble, or feeling bloated after certain meals, or lower back pain. But it can be tough getting to the doctor. I want to keep myself healthy, but the system makes it impossible to find the right doc for my needs. Until I found ZOCDOC. They make it so easy to find the right fit and book an appointment fast directly on their website. ZOCDOC is a free app and website where you can search and compare high-quality in-network doctors and click to instantly book an appointment. With ZOCDOC, you can book in-network appointments with more than 100,000 doctors across every specialty. From mental health to dental health, primary care to urgent care, and more. You can filter for doctors who take your insurance, are located nearby, are a good fit for any medical needs you may have, and are highly rated by verified patients. Once you find the right doctor, you can see their actual appointment openings, choose the time slot that works for you, and click to instantly book a visit. Appointments made through ZOCDOC also happen fast, typically within just 24 to 72 hours of booking. More often than not, you can even get same-day appointments. This is a really amazing service, especially for me, because I am someone who didn't really go to the doctor very much growing up, and so now that I'm an adult myself, I don't 100% understand how the system works. But with ZOCDOC, I can just make a couple taps on my phone and I can find the right doctor no matter where I am for any reason. So stop putting off those doctor's appointments and go to ZocDoc.com/straight to find and instantly book a top-rated doctor today. That's ZocDoc.com/STRAIGHT. ZocDoc.com/straight.
So like leaving the show, like that's whenever your makeup career really took off because people started. I think being on the show, people realize like, oh, she's pretty good at makeup. Like these lines are polished, things are blended.
And I might be honest. Sorry, you finish your bit.
I was just gonna say that like, when did like that makeup career really start for you? What was kind of your big break into that industry?
My break into doing makeup was into being like a makeup artist and working as a makeup artist was doing Secret Celebrity Drag Race into We're Here. Like it really it happened quickly and then I peaked and really did a lot.
How did you get the call for a Secret Celebrity Drag Race? Did the producers do that or were you recommended?
They called me for All Stars before the Secret Celebrity Drag Race that I filmed. But that All Stars like, hey, they're doing a shorter cast. I don't think we can have you this year. And then they're like, hey, we're doing another project. Would you want to come do that? So I felt kind of like in the same vein. I don't know if someone suggested me, but it was just it was the same person that calls all of us when things happen.
So that was like your first foray. Was it because of like that job that you kind of like segued into like We're Here and everything?
I segued into We're Here because of Bob. Because Bob was like, We're Here is not a union show. So Bob, Shangela, and Eureka were like, hey, I would like this person for my makeup, this person for wardrobe, hair. Like they got to build the team and they could hire whoever because it wasn't a union show. So there was, less requirements for some of us to go, which is like nice and not so nice in some aspects. But Bob was doing her own makeup, and then something happened. They're like, wait, why don't we call Layla? We should have Layla on. And Bob and I are very good friends and we get along very well. So it was just like, it just kind of like happened and worked out.
Yeah, without We're Here though, that's what you actually won an Emmy for. You're one of the few Drag Race queens who have an Emmy.
I have an Emmy. When the season of Drag Race and the casting wins an Emmy, none of y'all have Emmys.
That's very true. Yeah.
I'm not trying to say that. I could say like the only RuPaul's Drag Race girls that have Emmys are me, Raven, and Delta. I'm the only one that has an Emmy that doesn't have to do anything with Drag Race.
Yeah.
But I have a
I didn't think
statue
about that.
and my name is on it.
Oh, I didn't think about that. Yeah, so...
But sometimes when the girls get on the show and the show wins and they put in their bio, they're like Emmy Award winning contestant. I'm like, well, I mean, like, it's weird because y'all are part of the reason.
But you're not even in the credits.
But like you personally do, like you as an individual do not have an Emmy.
Yeah.
You are not you are a cast member of an Emmy Award winning show.
You got your $250 for the day.
I also have one nom.
So there's been a handful of queens that have attended the Emmys, and some have won the Emmys, but you're like the first queen who's actually won an Emmy outside of Drag Race, doing their own thing.
It feels really cool.
Yeah.
And nothing shady to the show. It just feels cool.
No, look, it's an accomplishment though. Like it's crazy. It really is. What was your reaction whenever you found out you won the Emmy?
I'll be honest, I thought I was being pranked. Because
Bob's pulling a stunt.
we're in Mississippi. And the weather's really bad. It's really hot. It's raining every day. The area we're in is really not nice. A couple of our production people got jumped outside the hotel. Like,
Oh my God, what the fuck?
also our hotel, like the water was unsafe to use. So like we're like washing our faces with water bottles. Like we can't really use the tap water because it's contaminated. It was a very hard episode to film, and they were letting people know, like every year we submitted for Emmys every time. And it's a weird process, like trying to coordinate with everyone, pick one episode. It's not based on a season, it's based on an episode. And so the designers all got a phone call that they won from whoever is a part of like the Emmy, whatever. It's so many different people that are just names and emails that you never meet in person. And they all got calls and they were all freaking out being like, we won a fucking Emmy. And the hair department and makeup department were like, okay, cool. Like, they're like, did you get a call? We're like, no. So like days go by, days. I get a text message in a green bubble from a random number that said, hey, is this Tyler? This is Amy. Like, don't tell anyone, but like, you won an Emmy. I looked at my phone, I texted him, I said, am I being pranked? Can I get more Can I get any sort of legitimacy to this besides a green text message that seems like a scam?
Yeah. You're just waiting for like the follow-up text. It's like, if you can just send us your credit card number and your social, and we'll send you your award amount.
I'm like, when does the other shoe drop? So then they're like, that's so funny. The other makeup artist said the same thing. I was like, yeah, no, so really, can I get more information? This doesn't feel real. This, like, everyone got a phone call and they were celebrating, and this was like
unceremonious.
This was like oh shit, hey, by the way, I'm at the airport about to go on airplane mode, but I just want to let you know something. Bye. Like, it was like one step up from a, hey, we need to talk kind of text. I'm like, what? And then a few days went by, and I really, until it was like, I got it in writing in an email from an official person, and then when it was released, like a press release, I'm like, I kind of don't believe this. I was really like nervous that it was a prank.
That sounds sketchy. That sounds sketchy as fuck.
I really like, we were so stressed out during this episode, and the way it happened, I was like, I can't celebrate this until there's some legitimacy, because I'm going to be so embarrassed if this is not real, and I've been like, telling everyone.
Yeah, they like pick up your award at this random house in the middle of nowhere. Like, you're like, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna get scammed. This was happening.
Seriously, I was like, texting my friend. I was like, I think I won an Emmy. They're like, what? I was like, I don't know. I have more info. Very anticlimactic. I know.
Yeah. Well, some stories do have a happy ending, and you actually did win the Emmy despite all the sketchiness.
I did.
But it's kind of crazy too. Like, you won an Emmy for like best makeup. And like with no prior makeup experience, you didn't go to school for makeup, you didn't go to college for makeup, you didn't work at Mac.
I look like I do though. I when I'm not in drag and sometimes in drag, I dress like I look like I just got fired from Mac. Like they said, go home. What is this?
Yeah,
you're done.
Yeah, stealing boxes and stuff.
They're like, we all have an attitude problem, but yours is just too much. Please leave.
Yeah. No, that's so crazy though. I don't know. I can't imagine the feeling of just like getting a random text and finding out you won an Emmy and it being confirmed.
Yeah, it was really exciting. It felt very cool.
You still have where you have it at? You have it like in a fancy case, or is it just kind of?
I have like I don't have a huge apartment, but I have like a 1-bedroom with a little dining room, and the dining room's like my work room, and so I have this big dresser that has all my makeup brushes and all my makeup in it. So I have the Emmy elevated in the middle of all of like the makeup brushes. It is in like a little case because it's dusty here, but
yeah. It's kind of crazy. I can't imagine just like whenever you're just in your apartment. Do you ever like see it in your peripherals? You're like, oh yeah, that happened.
I have crazy imposter syndrome, so I'm like, okay, well, this is a really great paperweight. Love this prop.
Yeah, that was very kind of them to give that to me. It's like when the girl in the wheelchair wins homecoming queen. Like, that was very nice. That was really sweet. Thank you for that. Don't cry out loud.
Just keep it inside.
So with all the things you've done, like again, like you have gone through Drag Race, you become like an accomplished, world-renowned drag artist, Emmy award-winning makeup artist.
Grandiose.
I mean, it is. I mean, it really is. You know, you were the only drag queen that's won an Emmy for makeup not tied to Drag Race.
Yeah.
Okay.
I listen to Sibling Rivalry too much, so I always have the stim of, yeah.
Yeah. No, but you have accomplished a lot. You know, it's kind of crazy. Like, what do you plan to do next? Where do you want to go with everything?
I really don't know. I would love to work on another show. I don't know that, like, moving to LA and trying to, like, really, like, hustle and kiss ass is the thing. I don't know that, like, doing drag full time is also, like, as lucrative as it used to be.
Do you have like a backup plan for anything? You're like, oh, if I hang up the wigs, you're gonna
I
go.
honestly don't know.
Get job at a call center?
In like a not bit way, I have no idea. I've been very fortunate and lucky that a lot of the opportunities I've had have not been planned, and now that is not happening and the way the world is, I'm not really sure. So it's time to go back to the drawing board and just kind of have fun and try to do what I've been doing to some capacity.
Yeah. Have you thought about like joining SAG and just becoming a part of like makeup for like other shows and stuff like that? Being a part of like the union?
I've thought about it, but I also, in full sincerity, don't have the like drive in me or to move to LA and just hope for the best. Like I really would like to, I would really like a real prospect to happen to be like, okay, I can commit to this and do this. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think, not that you asked, but I don't think doing like an All Stars or going back on TV as like a competitor seems like it is a part of how I'm doing things now. I would love to be hired for a show and be behind the scenes and be paid for my work and to do things like that because it's fun.
Yeah. That's what I assume like your aspirations probably would have like shifted towards. And yeah, I think again, like just having that little gold paperweight, that's a crazy ass thing to have on your resume.
It is.
A self-taught makeup artist from Gloucester.
From Gloucester.
Yeah.
Gloucester.
Just a young girl from Gloucester with a beautiful skirt.
This font is so little. That's impressive.
Yeah, I put everything on one page.
That is so impressive. That is tiny.
Yeah. Well, whenever interviews where I have little cards, it's just like 3 little cards with that on it. Yeah. I don't like sifting through all the time. So.
No, I feel like I don't know that many people that can read.
I wear contacts. It's whatever.
Not to brag.
Yeah. Okay. Well, on that note, so the last of my tiny print we have here today, the last bit of time we have. But before you go, I did want to give you something to thank you for coming in today, taking your time to tell me your life story. Again, we talked earlier that like of all the art movements, pop art or art pop, however you take it, is like your favorite movement. So I want to give you just like a little something. This is just a little something for your coffee table, but just like a fun little book about like pop art.
Oh, hell yeah.
Like some fun pictures and everything.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh,
Do you have like a favorite artist, like a favorite pop artist?
I was not expecting a moment of sincerity there.
Yeah. It's like Kennedy whenever she's like, you about to do something funny, when I gave her the most heartfelt gift I've ever given.
I know. I was like, am I going to open this and something's going to explode in my face?
Like the little, the confetti snakes or whatever.
That would be funny. You should do that.
Yeah, next time.
What did you ask?
Oh, yeah. Do you have like a favorite pop artist?
Keith Haring.
Keith Haring? That's good.
Yeah,
That's a solid one.
I have a lot of tattoos of his work on me. When I went to art school, we do not have similar styles, so to speak, but the way he.
But you watched Rent, and you're like, wow.
I said this.
Yeah.
I fucking get it.
Yeah. Let me get your favorite politician was Harvey Milk. Got it.
Favorite politician? What a crazy sentence.
Yeah.
I just like the way Keith Haring, why he created art and how he did, and it really spoke to me and felt sincere and genuine, and it was like for people to interpret themselves rather than. I went to college. The college I went to, college is such a scam. The college I went to, a lot of the teachers, when you're super young, you don't realize it, but a lot of teachers were just like trying to pimp us out to make them look good and like the school look good. And it was like a whole scheme. And so his view being like, I like creating things that look a certain way that multiple people can interpret and come together and the story's just not so cut and dry. Like I felt like I was with so many professors that were like, but we're doing an assignment where a cat is playing baseball, so we need to see that the cat is playing baseball. I'm like, yeah, I don't really love that. Like, how about I just make something weird and someone's like, well, what is this? I'm like, well, what do you think it is? I think that's like, it's more of a conversation. And also, I went to a Keith Haring exhibit in Toronto a couple years ago, and a lot of his, like I saw a lot of work that I didn't know about of his, and a lot of the descriptions are very, him being anti-capitalistic and all these things are very relevant today. So I just kind of felt like a real person and not like a weird, like, love Warhol. Like I love Warhol for the like era of it, like the looks, the like celebrity of it, and like the glamour of that kind of
history
era.
and the impact. And
But like learning about Warhol and all that, like, man was kind of a douche and an asshole.
yeah, like, Keith Haring definitely has a much more like beautiful story and tragic story. But
He honestly seemed more like a real person and create art from a sincere place and a more community place rather than like a. He didn't seem bougie.
yeah. So outside of sifting through the Keith Haring drawings and your new little coffee table book, where can people find you? What do you have coming up, or do you have any shows coming up, any tours, or any projects or anything?
It is, I don't know when this airs, but we are just surpassing Halloween season and I've been so busy. So I'm looking for new projects now. So if you would like to hire me or find me, let's do it. Let's do some makeup. Let's do some drag. Let's host some events. Let's do what the fuck ever. And let's try to have fun and keep the lights on at the same time.
Yeah. Are your socials the same? Just like at Laila McQueen, or is it a different username?
I do not have Twitter anymore, and
Respect.
I have Instagram, Miss Laila McQueen, and then TikTok is the Laila McQueen, I believe, because someone took Laila McQueen because I love to do that.
Yeah.
I don't think I have that many socials. I don't think it's really.
Yeah. My biggest
crazy.
platform that I use nowadays is YouTube, and someone took Maddy Morphosis. I'm like, the fuck? I have to be Maddy Morphosis official?
Like, grow up. What is your problem?
Yeah. Like,
Stop taking things.
Offer to sell it to someone or something. I don't know. Do something with it. You're just
Also,
gonna,
none
you're
of
just
us
sitting on
have
it?
money. You're trying to get money. None of us fucking have it. Let us have our names.
Yeah, some have money. Bob's got money.
Well, she works a lot, you know.
Yeah.
It's not like a.
Yeah.
It's not like
Four drag queens have all the money. So some people have money. Four
and
of them
Trixie's
do.
two of those.
Yeah, Trixie's two of them. Yeah, Trixie and Brian both have. On that note, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe so you don't miss any future guests. And join us next time whenever we have
Goldfish flying out of my hoo-ha. What am I supposed to say to that?
I was gonna say, or somebody else. Yeah. Till then, bye guys.
Guys.
And thank you again to FreeCash for sponsoring this episode. You can start earning today by signing up for free with the link below or the QR code.
Let's go.
Nice job.
ARTPOP.